Hey guys, welcome to a brand new series that I'm starting here on this channel. I want to introduce myself. I'm just I'm a gamer and I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for quite a while. Obviously, as you've seen in my videos, you've seen that I actually do have a bit of videos there. A lot of them are unlisted. I've just been streaming to the streaming or even uploading for my own personal use, and I used to make them public, but now they're unlisted. So, anyways, what I'm planning on doing is, I've played a lot of Farm Simulator back in the day. I think the first one I've ever played was like 2011, and yeah, I don't know. I really love the game because I grew up as a farmer. The way I grew up as a farmer. So like me leading the farm and then joining the city life, I guess, is just another way of connecting, playing this game. And I have a couple farms, I guess, on the go here, and this is the first one that I started where I want to actually do some recordings and all that stuff. So if you actually clicked on this video and you see the thumbnail, this is because I actually grabbed it from the farm that I created, a long time ago, and I did everything from like harvesting just like wheat, canola, a bit of everything, right? And I actually found a really cool way of making really fast money, like in a couple of days, like millions of dollars. And the way to do it is actually do like a beet farming, and I found it pretty effective. One of my my first farm that I ever started, when I actually kind of got tired, I wanted to do something new, something different. I sold everything that I had on that farm and started a beet farm. And I think I bought I think it was like 8 or 9 harvesters, and it's crazy the amount of money that I made on just harvesting, like constantly harvesting beets. If like I'll show you what I want here. Actually, my cursors. Well, let's see. So if I press exit, go back to. So I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. I think I selected it off, but like I owned like 12, 14. I'm just gonna write it out. I think I hit my cursor on my recorder, but like I owned all like 25, 27, 28, 20, 29, 30, 31. I all connected it. Like I connected all these spaces in between, so the harvester never really has to stop, and you constantly have to switch them out. And then 5, 9, and 13, I connected all those together, and 4 together, and so the harvester never really has to stop. And I'm going to show you guys in these videos in this series how to do this stuff really effectively, without wasting too much time. The only reason I'm actually not streaming this part of the gameplay is because it's a brand new series, and at start, like the first hour will be a bit slowish, if you know what I mean, because you have to, you had to sell everything, and like I know you basically have to sell everything. Like the old harvester, you had to, I think all these three fields, like what is it here, 12, 14, and 15, they're already bought for you when you start the game. So what I did is I harvested, I think it's 15, or yeah, it was 15 that had the barley on it. I harvested and then sold everything that I had. And the tutorials, you have to go through before you even sell anything. You actually have to go through all the tutorials and all that stuff, and that stuff is boring to record. And because I've actually started a successful beet farm already, like previous to these videos and everything, I just kind of cut to the chase and sold everything, and got everything got everything harvested and cultivated, and all that good stuff, right? So just so you guys don't have to watch all the boring parts of it, I guess. And this is kind of not like the most exciting stuff, but I actually still have to do some stuff. I left some stuff that I can do while this thing's doing its job. What I was thinking is, like, in order to make all the money, so by the time you sell everything that you have in your grain bins, all the equipment, the old combines, all that stuff, I think you're left, and then taking out a loan, you're left with, I think, almost like $500,000 of cash. But I know, like, buying buying a beet harvester is like, I think, a little bit over $600,000 with the I think it's the header on top of it, like that in front of the header, like the harvester and the attachments for it. Okay, let me fill this up here really quick. I already filled some of it up and sold it. Start. And then like it does get pretty like it gets pretty expensive. So what you want to do is you want to buy these tractors here. I'll show you guys which ones you can buy, just to get a bit of a head start, and it's not going to cost you a lot of money. So you want to go into the harvester or garage. So buy like these guys, you can all afford by just like with all the money you're gonna make, like selling the old combines, you know, selling your crop, the stuff that they already have in your bin. So keep one of those just to you know, to do the dirty work. Like, you know, you can do seeding right after. Like as I get into this video and the streams and all that stuff, you'll see what I'm doing. I know it's a little bit harder to explain because there's so much stuff you have to do in order to make a successful beet farm. And it's a lot of fun, and it means like even sometimes tearing down trees, cutting them, making extra money just to make room to expand the fields. Like it means expanding fields. So buy 2 of those. Did I keep that one because it's already in the game? And one thing that I actually did, if you want to look up a video on it, if you notice, actually I increased the number by 200,000 versus I think that one, if you actually go, I don't know what it is stocked, it comes like what is like 20,000 or 30,000. And if you go into the file, there's a lot of YouTube videos online. Excuse me, there's a lot of YouTube videos online how to go back and go through the files and change that. And what I did too with the harvesters, I'll show you here. With these ones, you'll notice that these ones are about 400,000. They can hold 400,000, and that will speed things up quite a bit. And then I changed this one, but because they're so expensive, I don't want to waste all my money right now. This one is at I think 400,000 too, like the capacity. So it really helps with like constantly like hauling. Like you can make on my regular farm, like having like at least 8 harvesters going, you can actually make pretty close to, I don't know, like within an hour you can make up to like almost $800,000 to $900,000 in an hour if you have a very successful beet farming. And I really like this idea. It's a really cool idea, and I hope you guys enjoy these videos and these streams. And like it's like I said, the first video is I wanted to just record and then make videos, because the last 2 days I've been trying to figure out how to like figure out my stream and like what settings to use. And in the first like I said, the first gameplay / stream is going to be a bit boring, which is the video right now, and that's why instead of streaming it, I wanted to just create the actual gameplay and record it, just upload it, to be honest with you. Excuse me. So what I want to do here is I want to quickly, I think I got canola. So I got canola. I want to see what the highest price is. So we'll just head over to yeah, I'll head over there. Now I can keep talking and all that stuff. So what you want to do is, instead of buying the harvesters, the beet harvesters, you wanna lease them. For 2 of them, you can lease for, I don't know, like I think it's like $80,000 or $90,000 just for leasing to start. You're gonna be making more money than you will be spending leasing them a year. And if you want to be really cheap, what I've done in the past is like, once those 3 like, cause I think it costs like is it like 40,000 an hour, and that's in real time. That's actually not game time hours, that's in real time. What you want to do is like, you want to like obviously speed down your time, like when it's ready to harvest the fields and then return them right away. But that's also a lot of work. But what I decided to do in the past couple of videos, or past couple like without recording or all the videos in the past couple of farms that I created, was I always have a field ready for them. So as soon as the tops get taken off and harvest, get a cultivator right behind them, cultivate it, and then sow right behind them too, because that way always have a field going. So as soon as like they're about a quarter ways done or 3/4 ways done their last field, speed up your time, and then it only takes like 24 hours for the field to grow over, like in game time, obviously, when you speed it up. And then as soon as they're done that, they can go back and redo that one. And then as you get bigger, you can buy more fields. Like one of these, not the tipper that I'm using right now, but the big one, you'll get an average, I think, like $180,000 per tipper. And I think the fields that we're harvesting right now, all three of them will net you about will net you about $300,000 to $400,000. I'm gonna actually try to keep a record of it just to prove to see. Like, I don't know for sure depending on the prices, but just don't speed up the time, because like when you speed up the time while you're harvesting, the prices keep changing a lot. So you want to try to keep those numbers set at a regular time. I know I'm just rambling on, but that's just from my experiences in the past. And yeah, and I hope you guys definitely enjoy these live streams, these these videos. It's something that I've always wanted to do for a while. I have 3 YouTube channels right now. One of them is actually pretty successful. I can't really say what it is right now because I don't want to really get into it, but it has quite a bit of subscribers, like enough to, like, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I started about 1.5 years ago, and it's just I can say what it is. I'm not gonna say what it is. It's a vlogging channel, and I started over 1 year or so ago. It's about my family, and I really enjoy YouTube. I really enjoy gaming, and instead of uploading videos, I guess, to my vlogging channel, because I want to try to keep it more personal and do a lot of vlogs there and live streams. I've been live streaming there a lot, like just a mobile and stuff, and it's been really great. And I've been really wanting to start a gaming channel for quite a while, so I started one a couple of months ago, and it's been pretty successful so far too. And then I have a second channel where I just upload a random crap, like just to see if it gets views or just to see. And I've had a couple of successful videos on there too. So yeah, just to kind of tell you about what I do. And me and my brother both are pretty big gamers, and he's always reminding me, he's like, since you're in YouTube, just start your channel, man. Just do it. He's like, you're gonna really love it. So he's like, you know what, it's not my first attempt. Obviously, now I do have a couple of videos, and a bunch of them are unlisted, so you'll never probably see those ones because they're just videos that I like watching, and I've uploaded them. I used to have them public back in the day, and that's why you see like 100 and some subscribers on there right now, depending on when you're watching this. So yeah, and then I've done a couple of streams on there too. They've been pretty successful too. Like, so I did do a bit of everything, right? So we're looking at Mary's Farm. We'll go there. Or not Mary's Farm, Dana's Farm. Lane's Baker. Excuse me. So yeah, these videos are going to be a lot of fun. These streams are going to actually be a lot of fun. I'm going to probably do these streams like throughout the day or maybe in the evening. We'll see. What I did with my other farm, maybe one day I'll show you the farm that we actually grew. But see those trees up front where I'm driving right now? What I actually did is I got rid of all these trees over here. I know I can't really point, so I'm just driving, and I actually brushed them all down, cut them all down, and turned this into a field. Like, this was all field. And while the whole beet thing is doing their thing, like when you get bored, you can do that in between while the harvest is filling up and doing its thing. You can cut down the trees, get everything ready, get a plow ready, and you'll see in about 5 hours worth of gameplay, you'll notice how far we've become already compared to just regular buying, like harvesting grain and like sunflowers and all that stuff. Like, you'll if you follow the way I do it, or the way I do things, and notice, like, you're gonna be making a lot of money. I'm totally going the wrong way here. So if my voice, my quality, the amount of quality is actually pretty good because I've been doing a lot of testing and stuff like that. But I don't exactly have the most expensive mic. I'm just using like a gaming headset, and honestly, it works just fine for me. Um, I used to have, like, back in the day, I used to have a what do you call those, like a Blue Yeti microphone, but I sold it because I never really used it. I bought it because I thought I was gonna use it, and I have kids, I got family, so sometimes just even getting on there and try to do these streams or do these videos, it's really hard when you have kids. It's crazy. So let's unload this. So see, as you notice, like, I think you actually get more money back. I think, like, I'm already at, because I bought all the equipment and everything. I already he's actually done, I think, harvesting here or seeding. So you don't want to go, like I said earlier, you don't want to go too crazy with buying big expensive tractors. Like, the cheaper you go right now, the quicker you want to be able to buy the harvesters and buy the land. If you go too crazy on, like, on the tractors and everything, because you have to think about that this way: the beet harvesters take a long time to harvest the crop, so you can easily keep up with cultivating and seeding, no problem behind them. So that's why you don't want to go, you don't want to invest too heavy into the tractors right now. You want to try to invest in buying land and renting out, like buying land and buying the harvesters. That's what you want to do. Yeah, so you want to do that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to shout out my brother. Like, he actually helped me, like, build or fix this, build my dream PC. You could see I actually have a really good PC. The only thing that I'm lacking in right now is a good video card. I think right now I got a 660 Ti video card in there right now, and if I can get, like, either a 10, excuse me, I get the burps right now, like, a lot. Excuse me. Like, if I can invest, like, eventually, like, I'm hoping in the next couple months, I'll be able to invest in a really good video card. Once I actually got a good video card, my PC is good for the next 5 to 6 years. Like, I got a really good processor, I got a good motherboard, like, invested in a good, like, tower. Like, I got a 3-screen setup that I've had for quite a while because of, for business purposes and all that stuff. So refill R. I'll start. Let's see, soybeans is actually good money too. I used to do soybeans quite a bit back in the day. So let's see, soybeans. So I can go to, oh, it's pretty high. So let's head over there. So by the time we'll be done selling all this stuff, we should be done almost sowing everything. Should be pretty close. And then I pretty much have to go, I have to go in about 45 minutes from now, because I gotta go do some stuff, run some errands, get my kids. So I'm gonna try to make this stream, or not the stream, this footage, probably about an hour to 2 hours, depending on how fast you can start harvesting and all that good stuff. So this is probably gonna be like a pretty decent long size series. And then if you guys have any requests or anything like that, I can definitely play. Man, I keep missing. I keep missing my. Oh no! And I'm going to the right place. I gotta go all the way to the end there. But if you guys want any requests or any gameplay, I do a bit of everything. The thing is though, like, because I have kids and I have everything, I'm not going to be very consistent, but I'll do what I can to try to stream or upload videos. Like, I try to do a lot of mobile games. Like, what I usually do is little tips and tricks for you guys there. There's a lot of YouTubers that actually put out like the games of the month, and if you actually go and stream those games or capture record like your screen on your phone, you can actually like get decent views because the games just came out that month. And if you actually record or even stream or anything like that, you can actually get pretty decent views on YouTube by what games come out that month. So that's usually what I do. I follow these guys on YouTube, and I see what was actually released, what's the best games of that time, and I actually make videos and upload them. That's why I got decent subscribers, because that's what I kind of did with this channel a while ago. And other channels, my dummy channel, the dummy channel that I have, where I upload random crap to see what kind of views it's got. So I've uploaded some gaming stuff there. I've uploaded some stuff. So now I decided to like actually upload a legitimate gaming channel, and then like upload a legitimate gaming channel, like start a legitimate gaming channel and just upload gaming. And then my miscellaneous channel is where I do like all kinds of random crap except for gaming now, just because I have a gaming channel. From internet stories to like for an example, like on my miscellaneous channel, I actually uploaded like some of you guys may or may not know this, but the Calgary Stampede or parade like happens every year here in our city, and like I knew it was going to be a big thing because it's a worldwide thing. People come here, and I actually decided to stream it that year, which is this year, which was only I think a couple months ago. I took my phone there, and it was actually a good internet connection, I guess, there, and so I decided to stream it on my miscellaneous channel. And that day, in 24 hours, I got like 5,000 views in 24 hours just because I streamed it. So even when I ended the stream, people are still watching it because it was excuse me, people were still watching it, right? That it was very interesting things like that stuff. So you have to keep in mind a lot, like you have to almost keep in mind a lot of the ideas I come up with. I always throw them on my miscellaneous channels to see what kind of views I get, and I kind of knew it was going to get a lot of traction because it's obviously a big thing here where we live. And you guys can look it up, the Calgary Stampede. It's a pretty big thing here in our city once a year. Yeah, let's see if I have anything else. I think we pretty much delivered everything here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I guess corn. Sweet. Let's see where corn gets sold the highest. That's not too far away. So we almost made like $100,000+ just on like selling all the stuff that we have right now. So that's why I want to sell everything that you have in your bins, just because it obviously will. You'll get your price up. You'll make a lot more money there too. So you're looking at about $600,000 almost by the time you sell all your equipment and take a loan out and everything. And trust me, you'll be able to pay that loan off pretty quick there too. And one thing you want to actually do too, which I totally forgot, you want to add some weights to the front of that tractor, because you'll be able to pull a lot quicker and you'll be able to add more torque. And as we get bigger, like in about an hour or two of gameplay, like maybe about 3 hours worth of gameplay, like which you might see in the stream or another game recorded video, I'm gonna have to get a better tractor, a bigger tractor, and a bigger how do you say that? A bigger tractor and you know, a bigger trailer, because the thing about what I hate about this trailer here is it doesn't have a proper swivel on there, and it doesn't matter what kind of how powerful your tractor is, it still gets stuck when you do these big turns. So that's why having the other one with the semi hitch thing on it, the I don't know what it's called, but when you plug it, when you turn it on, when you attach it, it actually creates I don't know, it's just a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Like once I actually get this thing fully loaded, and trust me, Once this thing's fully loaded, we're gonna have a hard time pulling this thing with this tractor. So we might have to like only fill it up halfway, especially with the 200,000 capacity on it. But if you want to know how to change the capacity on the trailer, sorry, is just look up videos. It's actually very simple to do. It's really, really simple to do, and trust me, you'll never want to go back. Like, instead of buying a bunch of mods and like potentially maybe getting viruses on your computer, just go in there and change some of this. Like, you can even change the speed of your tractors by going into like the data and changing some certain things in your game. What I'm actually gonna do here is, I think I pretty much sold everything that I needed to sell, and I do have a bit of extra cash. So what I'll do is I may just go buy some extra land, just so I can continue to harvest, continue to do that. I didn't expect to get that much money back. Which, what I could do is I could sell that blue tractor, because that thing's pretty much going to be useless, and just invest in another tractor. So let's see what I have here. I think I sold everything. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to buy... Actually, there's already beets on this here. Let me make sure that we have no withering on. I think... Plant grow fast, withering off. Perfect, and then the dirt's off. Because I hate having my tractors dirty. So I'm gonna buy this field because we don't want to spend too much money here. So I could probably buy these two here, as long as I have enough money to lease. Buy 40,000. So I can probably buy this one too. Yeah, I can at least get my cultivator going. And what I'll do is I'll I'll turn it on fast here, so I can at least start harvesting right away and make money. And then while these two, I can at least, here are 80,000, so I get about $160,000 left. So let's see how much it costs to lease really quick, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure for two of them it's 80,000. Yeah, it's gonna come up to about $80,000, maybe 90 because of this guy. Okay. What I should do to to about two of those. My next ones are gonna be those two, and then I'm gonna connect them. And I'm gonna show you how to make the fields bigger, and especially when it comes to beets, like having that extra land really, really matters. It does actually matter. I'm gonna just park this guy over here. Q. Okay. Since this is a bigger tractor, I'm gonna have. Ooh, what the? So it's finished its task. One thing that I actually really like about this farm simulator compared to the last one is because of it actually tells you when you're done. Like, so it says helper E has completed its task. Like, I'm so glad that they actually added that into this game compared to the last game, because you didn't know if the tractor is gonna get stuck. Like, it even tells you if your tractor is gonna get stuck, or when your tractor is like stuck. Like, it's so much better. It's just so convenient, you know. So let's see how this thing does with just plowing. Or not plowing. I have to add some weights to this guy. I may have to add. Yeah, look how it's lifted up. So that's why you have to add weights. So what I'll do is I'll get this guy started. Maybe go over there and grab some weights. So buy 2 weights. I don't know if this is beets or potatoes here. If it's already beets, I don't have to worry about this field yet. So let's see. I think I can check here. Sugar beets. Yeah, it's already beets, so that's awesome. I don't have to actually have to worry about this field. So I'm just gonna cultivate this guy. That's doing pretty good. So I get 11, so 12, about 12-ish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run over there and grab a wheat. So I'm gonna buy. Actually, let me show you what kind of mods I actually have here. There's a couple of mods that I'm actually not even using at all, because the way, I don't know why, but the way this farm simulator works. What is it here? Excuse me. This guy. The way this farm simulator, I have this one. This one's really handy, but the way, I don't know why, but some of like the fields on the edge, it just like the seeder or even the cultivator just stops and turns around. I don't get that. I still don't know why they haven't fixed that issue. And I'll show you in like later videos what I mean. And then I have this guy. This guy I just installed. Like, I'm actually really excited how this thing looks. I can see it in my thumbnails. This guy. Oh my gosh, that thing looks sexy. And then this is actually what comes with the game. I think if you pre-ordered it, or I'm not sure there. But I usually like using the challengers and quad tracks because they have the most power, especially when you're putting $400,000, 400 capacity. So you don't want to buy the harvesters just yet, because every second that you own them, you're paying for them, right? So you don't want to lease them yet. Man, this thing's driving super slow. That's weird. Is that normal? Like, when I actually had something hooked up, they were driving so much faster. That's weird. Oh, it's there's something attached to it. That's weird. That's why it's like, that's... Here's what I'll do. The thing is though, when I'm done here, what I'll do is I'll reset it, because I gotta go over to the farm anyways, or to the thing. So, okay, buy. And you wait. So buy. Thing is, I don't know if that old tractor is gonna be able to handle this weight, so we'll see. We'll see if it is. I might have to go for a cheaper one, or one that's a limit, like that's not as heavy. Excuse me. Yeah, I typically don't like almost uploading, because I'm a big people's person. Like, me and the wife are a big people's person, and I almost don't like just uploading the regular gameplay, because I love talking to people, like especially when some of you guys just comment, and I know there's a lot of trolls, there's a lot of bad people, but we like getting rid of those like right away. So like I wish maybe I can tell, like one of these days I'll be able to tell my actually like other channel's name, because like we're big, like especially my vlogging channel, like we're all about, like I try to at least live stream like a couple times a week, a couple times a week, and we just love like the stuff that people come up with on live streams. It's so hilarious. Like, we have so much fun like when you live stream, and I just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm just doing this because the first part of it is a bit boring, like just to do, but maybe it isn't. Maybe people just love watching this. So my next gameplay, like gameplay that I do, is definitely gonna be about it's definitely gonna be a live stream. For me, it just is my kind of my first time I've actually like recorded this type of gameplay, and actually like it's gonna be the first time that I'm gonna be doing it live streaming on my actual PC. So I'm just trying to figure things out, and that's the reason why I've done it. Why I'm doing it, not done it. Sorry, it's the accent in my second language. Like English is my second language, so sorry if I'm butchering some of my English. So I'm gonna head over there, grab another wheat. Actually, let's not speed this up. It's not like we have to do a bunch of things. I gotta make sure. I want to see what my seed or sower thing is. So I'm gonna let this guy finish over here, and then I'm gonna switch more to the other fields, and hopefully by the time I pick up the wheat, come back, get everything organized. I'll speed up the time to get all the harvesters ready, get them all set up, and then what I'll do is I'll end the video there. And then maybe I'll get into it a little bit. I'll see. And then what I'll do is I'll start actually streaming from there. Actually, I'm just gonna cut this off because the extra couple like feet or so is not really gonna matter. So what I usually do is see the trees over here right in front of me. I actually just come in with a cutter. Excuse me, I come in with a cutter and just get rid of those, to be honest with you, because they're always in the way, especially when you're trying to get move a big harvester through here. It's hard, so I just take them down and just cut them and get rid of them and sell them. I almost can't wait to show you guys. Like, I almost want to jump over to my other farm and show you what I got going on over there, but it's just gonna have to tune in and see what I do. So this should be done in about 15 minutes here. I'm gonna run over there and grab another wheat, so might as well buy it. Buy. But yeah, I can't wait for my next stream. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, there you go. What I actually really love about this game, it's like I said, it really reminds me of how I grew up. I worked in a farm from obviously 0 till I was like 19, and then I left because I wanted something just different, right? It's just, I wanted something different. But this is the way. This is how like I went in with the city life, and sometimes I miss it. Like the one thing growing up on a farm, though, it taught me to work hard, like like the amount of hours you put in farming is crazy. Like there's no 8 to 5 job. It's a 6 o'clock to like 12 o'clock midnight job sometimes, and especially when it comes to harvesting Just playing this game just really brings back memories, and I just love this game. It's so much fun to play. And I know some of you people might just find it so boring because it's just a tractor up and down. But for me, it's about the memories. It's not about what's up and down, boring, and all that stuff. It just brings me back. And I'm into other games too, by the way. I actually do play. I do play Destiny. I'm like almost a year one player of Destiny. I got all the good guns. I got a horn. I don't know if you guys ever remember this game, but you know, I'm into that stuff too. It's like this is not my first like game that I've ever played in my last. Like back in the day, I used to play, you know, what is it? The Age of Empires. Man, I'm so looking forward to the remastered one that comes out. What else game did I play? I've played like I haven't played like crazy amounts of games because back in the day I used to never believe that, you know, I'm one of those people like gamers is a waste of time, all that stuff. But it's really not. It's gaming is a lot of fun, especially when you have a stressful day. It's nice to come home and just have something to go to. What else? There's a couple of good games. So like my brother's a big gamer. Like he loves games. Like he's big time into that type of stuff. And I don't know. I love games. And yeah, I've played a lot of different games. But this game is nice and relaxing. It's a lot of fun, and you can do so much more. You can do so much with it. So this one should almost be done. I'm gonna quickly take a washroom break. Look at this old thing. Let's switch to the newer one. Put it in first person. Okay, I'll be right back. I just want to quickly grab a washroom break. There you go. The beauty about actually about buying that cedar in the back is you'll never have to worry about buying another one. They're not that expensive because I think there's only 2 or maybe 3 that only that only seed beets, and this is like I think that the best one you can buy unless you buy a mod. But for me, it's just like I don't mind doing the whole like buying these ones because the thing about it's like I was saying earlier, it takes actually a long time to harvest. Like because the harvesters are so slow, you can easily keep up with the small ones that we have there right now. And eventually, I'll be able to get a bigger cultivator because you definitely need bigger cultivators. If you'd see my big farm that I got going on, man, I got a really good setup going, and that's how I got the thumbnail. If you guys are interested, I actually just grabbed it off of the I grabbed it off of my first farm that I got going on. So we should be able to speed up time here shortly, and excuse me. So I'll park this guy. So this tractor will do. I didn't think it was going to be that good. It's pretty stable with the weights on, which is nice. So we'll keep this guy here somewhere. And you know the reason I'm actually kind of doing these gameplays, I'm actually doing them while, or even my live streams are going to be doing later is if my kids are not here, because my kids are only young, so they intend to just come and invade my space, which is not a bad thing. But when they're around, I always try to give them the attention. You know, they're more important than actually doing these games or anything like that. So right now my son is actually sleeping right now, and I think he's going to get up here in the next half hour. He can sleep over in like an hour or so, so I try to do this type of stuff when he's sleeping. Might be able to actually lease 3 harvesters. If I really want to speed things up, I could just harvest, I could just lease 3, but then the cost is going to be too expensive. I think we're probably looking at about, you know, I don't know, like 100, I don't know, let's see here. And that's real time, like we were saying earlier. Let's see, so harvesting, so 40. You're looking at 120 an hour, which is a lot of money. So I'd rather get 2 so I can actually be able to afford buying 1 or 2 and then leasing out. So that's what I did. Like with my other farm, I leased 2 out. I bought 1, leased the other one, bought the second one, and then eventually, like, because I leased the third one. That's what I did. I leased the third one, leased another one, and then after the third one, I just bought land, because I made, like, especially after the third one, you start getting tons of money, because the third one, like, you can every 15 minutes, pretty much like in real time, 10 to 15 minutes, you can get 400 of capacity, like on the tippers. You can get up to 400 fill time every 10 minutes, and that gives you like 180, somewhere in the 140 to 180,000 dollars every 15 minutes, maybe even more. So you can make good money. So as you're getting up there, you buy land, you buy better tractors, you can speed things up a lot faster. And once you about 5 hours or 8 hours of gameplay, you'll notice that you can make tons of money. You can go crazy. It's like I said, with my other farm, I make up to like $1 million plus an hour easily, and it's a lot of fun, because you're not doing this boring thing of like going up and down, up and down. You're constantly like moving your harvesters around. Like I'm going to show you how to properly have them set up where you're not like wasting time constantly moving them around. You have them set up, like I wish I would have had, like on the next video I'm going to have my cursor on so you can actually show you. So let's say you have 6. I'm just using an example right now. You go to the map, you have 6 of them. You have like on 25, if you look at 25, 27, 28, 29, and 30, you have 4 harvesters set up, because what I usually do is, like I was saying earlier in the video, I take out the barrier in between, so it's all one big field. So you don't have to ever have to worry about moving them around, so you're not wasting time. And then I connect 23 and 22. I connect those 2, and then I connect 13, 9, 5, and 4. I connect those together. So all these big fields will take you hours and hours. Like they'll make you so much money just having those fields. And then I do like 26 is a field itself. So what I'll do is after 6 I'll have, or even 8, like 10. I've had the most I've ever had was 10 harvesters. I'll have 4 over here, like on 25. I'll have 2 on 26. So most of the time you make money like handing in. Like the bakery will never, like, you hand in 1 load and the price drops down to 150, but for some reason the Gold Crest Pacific and the Ridge Crest one always gives you the most money. Those are the ones that always keep like the price is pretty stable at 250 to 400. They'll always have the same price. So you have harvesters at 4, 5, 9, and 4, because they take a while to harvest if you have them all connected. You have 2 or 4 here on 25, like I was saying, 25 to 30, and then you have 2 of them on 20 through 24, and then that way, like when holy, my kid just showed up. So that way, when there's more demand on the ridge crest, then just move over there, and then when there's more demand on Pacific grain, you always have a load ready, so you're not you'll show, like as I'm going into, you guys, you get it. It's so much fun. I think I can speed up the time now. I'm gonna save this game actually. Save. So I do apologize. My kid just woke up. He woke up a little bit earlier than I thought, but so let's speed up the time here. So if you hear a little bit of background and all that stuff, I'm really sorry about that. So what I'll do for him is I'll put on a show for him, and then that way, like the beauty about actually the headphones, the gaming headphones I have, it actually takes out a lot of the background noise, so you didn't really have to even notice. Wait. You want to sit? Papa Pig? So I'm just gonna put on a show for him and just make sure he got his. Like I said, he got up a little bit earlier than I thought. Park this guy over here. Ooh, excuse me. I even sold the vehicle because that vehicle is, you know, it's kind of useless. I'm gonna quickly put on a show for my kiddo here. It won't take me long. And then once the timer runs out, we'll see. We'll just watch this field here for now. Because it is actually, I'm recording, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speed this time up. Maybe. Let's see. I'll speed this time. May or may not speed this time up. Just to, you know, go through his video really fast, so there's no boring parts. Since I'm talking to myself over here. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to show you the field that I'm looking the most forward to. Is that stuck here? So I usually buy the last one at 20. 20 is usually a good field that I like buying. I don't bother with the small fields, to be honest with you, because it's kind of a waste of time. I like grabbing my beet harvesters, put them in the field so I don't have to worry about them for a while. That's just me. You guys might be different, but just do your own thing. Like, this is just a fun tutorial of how I like doing things. So this field over here coming up, I like 16. I don't buy. I don't even bother with it. It's too small. So it's a kind of a waste of time for me. Might as well put on the light since it's gonna get dark here in a second. So these fields, these two fields, I usually connect. So I connect, like, I bring a plow in here, create a new field, and yeah, I just kind of add that in here. See right here? So I connect this one with that one, and then what I do is I get rid of all these trees. Oh my gosh, I love the sunset. Look, it makes this game look really cool. So yeah, I get rid of all these trees over here, and then plow it all the way till about right here. Like I plow it to about right here. Oh, like somewhere around here. So you get more feed. So you get another almost a truckload out of it. You get about 150 capacity, which is about $80,000 worth. And then I connect this one. So I connected it right over here, like right here, and then I plow it like right back here, like right where I'm driving. This is about where I ended. And this is all one big field, and it's just like this field itself. I actually did a calculation one time how much money it actually gives me, and it gives me like 800. Like all these combined, all these fields is like on beets is like 800,000. Like, oh no, $950,000. So like, kind of compare that to like any wheat, barley, or anything like that. It is more productive to actually put in beets. Like, even though it's slightly slower, but you constantly, the way I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Excuse me. The way I'm gonna show you guys how to actually, excuse me. The way I'm gonna show you guys how to actually farm beets is you're gonna constantly make money. You'll never slow it down. You're always gonna be like pretty much every 10 minutes you're going to be like, by the time you're all said and done, you're going to be successful. You're going to be selling, you're going to be making $150,000 about every 10 to 15 minutes. So you'll see what I mean by the time I'm done. So since we're starting over here, I'm gonna set up this guy over here, and as soon as it starts, like around 5 o'clock, I usually like obviously doing it during daytimes because you can see a lot more, right? But what the heck? Pressing the wrong button. Sorry, when I when I say what the heck, it's a German thing. So you're running vehicle costs. That cost is gonna go up as soon as I rent. As soon as I rent those vehicles. I think no. I was just gonna say I think I can actually start harvesting, but it's like I said, I have to wait for the timer to run down. I usually started harvesting around 6 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock. See, when you're leasing, it does take a lot of money out of your pocket because while you're harvesting, it costs you a lot of money when you're leasing. But like once you own all your harvesters, like yeah, it's gonna be fun. Just keep watching, guys. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Plus, if you have any questions while I'm streaming in the future, don't be afraid to ask. It's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. Trust me. It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. So we're getting pretty close here. Yeah, it's like I was saying earlier, you definitely want to focus on buying more fields than you will buying tractors and leasing your harvesters. That is the most important part. I think we're getting there. So it's about 6 o'clock, so I'll turn the thing down, save it, just in case I end up screwing that. So that's what I usually do. I usually like saving it, just in case I accidentally screw up. So I'll go over here, lease, buy. Okay, so I need another one. Then go over here, lease, buy. Okay, and then lease, buy. Okay, let's grab those. So it cost me $91,000 to lease. Excuse me, it cost me $91,000 to lease those ones. So I could technically lease one more and get more money back, but the thing is though, I'll harvest a lot quicker than I can actually sow, so it's almost not a wise thing to do. Like the thing is that if you do that, you won't be able to keep up with your sowing and your harvesting unless you got more money. And I'm not gonna cheat on this game. I'm not gonna be able to put in, like, add more money. I want to do this legitimately. Back in the day, I used to do it because I got a bit of impatient, but I'm actually gonna do this legitimately a little bit. That was like with my really old farm. It's not like I put in like $1 billion. I just put in, like, let's say I was about $20,000 short at that time, and I had to wait until the next load. I just quickly went out, put in like $20,000, and bought myself a tractor or something, right? But like in this one, I actually want to do this legitimately. I want to have fun. I want to, like I said, I want to hang out with you guys. So yeah. And I think I might actually start a like, I still want to get a banner and all that stuff. I don't think I haven't really invested too much time into this channel, so I think I'm gonna try getting like a banner set up. So might as well start over here. Oh, thought it attached it already. There you go. So maybe I'll put down. So I'll probably like with the fields that I have right now, I'll probably walk away. Probably walk away with about four, somewhere about two. Oh man, I'm gonna have to see how much I walk away with, but I'm thinking I'm gonna walk away with about let's see, maybe about somewhere in the $500,000 already. Like that's what I'm saying. This is so productive. Like, it just takes a little bit more time. That's all. And it's not as clunky, and these things are fast to get around. So you'll see. Like it's really effective and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do here is I usually typically try to set up like a start here. Every harvester gets their own field, but just because I want to start like cultivating behind them right away and sowing behind them, I'm just gonna for the sake of that, I'm just gonna start starting them just get one field done at a time. So in about 20 minutes here, guys, I actually have to go. Like, I actually have to go pick up my kiddos here. So yeah, I'll be. I just want to get everything started here right away. Yeah. So what I'll do is, in the meantime, I'll get these guys lined up. Excuse me. So I'm gonna set this up so this guy doesn't bump in. Just gonna move these guys over here. What I'm gonna do is on this gameplay, I'm gonna upload like a whole harvest, like from field 12, 14, 15, 19, and 13, like just gameplay, and then the next batch or the next gameplay is going to be all about like it's going to be about live streaming. Because I have to end this here, and you know what, originally I wanted to just start live streaming the whole gameplay like right when I started harvesting, but I didn't realize I was gonna start harvesting that quick. And I wanted to make at least an hour to 2 hour, maybe 2.5 hour gameplay video of me starting off and figure out my like whole like a recording setup thing first before I start doing it. But it came a little bit quicker than I actually thought, to be honest with you. But yeah, you guys know it's a big like good money, like the way to make good money. So I'm gonna line this up since like say make sure it like works. So once they're about 3/4 ways done, I usually start just cultivating. See, they're already at almost 40,000, which I don't know what the capacity is. I think it's about, I'm trying to think here what the capacity is already, like when it comes stock, like before I change the whole capacity. But I'm pretty sure the capacity is what, like 80,000 or something. So it's getting there already. Like you're picking up a lot of, like, if I empty out, like let's say in about 5 minutes from now, if I empty out, I'll get already 100,000 already, and that nets me somewhere in the $60,000 or $70,000 worth of beets. So I think what I should do, you know what, I'm not going to rush into it. I know I'm trying to rush into things here, but what I wanted to do is actually get into quickly, what did I want to say, like, what I wanted to do is quickly get into, like, renting another one, but it's going to cost me too much money. But look at this. I love the, oh, what the heck am I doing? I wanted to put on the lights. I don't think you can. But definitely, guys, stick around, like, for my streams. I can't wait to do a stream here really soon. The last two, honestly, I've actually been uptime has been like an hour, so that's good though. Which means this is gonna be a nice 2 hour. I'm gonna fast forward through a lot of the things here that were boring and stuff like that, but the uptime's been like an hour and 1 minute. Well, that's not right. I think I'm looking at the wrong thing. Eric, are you ready to go pick up Adriana soon? Okay, we're gonna go pick up Rob soon. I'm gonna go take another bathroom break, and I'll be right back. So eventually I'll get like a webcam and all that good stuff too. So obviously, like right now we're at about 120,000 capacity. Let's see what the other one put in already. 40,000. So yeah, not quite, but like in about, that's what I'm saying. Like right now, if you think about it, if you have 8 harvesters on the go, think about the whole like let's say you didn't have to drive from the shop over here. You start them all at once. So you're thinking at about somewhere in the 60, let's say 60,000 or even 50,000 harvesters. 50, you have 6 harvesters. So I'm just gonna use 8 harvesters. Like once you got a pretty successful farm on the go, you have 50,000 you know, in capacity right now as it goes. You have 50,000, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You have already 400, like just in the last pretty much, what has it been, like almost 10 minutes, you have already a full truckload which is 400,000. Uh, yeah, it's four. Is it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40? Yeah, that is like 400,000 already. 400,000 in capacity, which is the biggest one that I have right now, which is this tipper over here. Where is it? This one. It's 400,000, 400 in capacity right here already. If we look at the 400,000 in capacity, just in 10 minutes in less, you can go sell that and you'll make about $150,000. So it's good money, trust me. Like that's I wouldn't make these videos if it wasn't. And it's a lot of fun. So that's why even right now, like if I sell, and let's say in the next 20 minutes, if I sell that load, I already paid off my leasing for these vehicles. It's a really quick way of making good money, and it's a lot of fun because like once you have about anywhere from 6+ harvesters, you're busy. You're gonna be like after about 20 minutes, like half an hour after you press the harvest button, you're gonna be busy because you're gonna be constantly like plowing. You're gonna be constantly like seeding. You're always gonna have something to do. Like right now, like even I'll start right now, and if it catches up to the other one, I'll just jump over and just move over to the other one. So what I'm gonna do is like when this one is done on the next part, because you don't want them bumping into each other, because like you'll figure out a way what works for you, but you don't want to have them simultaneously starting at each other, because right now they're probably more than likely going to bump into each other. So you want to have one harvest starting and wait till you get to the other end and then have the second guy starting, just so you don't have to the issue of running into each other. Like it looks like we're not going to have that issue, but once this harvester is going to get to the other end, what I'll do is I'm going to start one of them on the other side of the field. So let's see how much money I actually make. That's why I want to actually kind of make this video, cause instead of streaming, cause I want to actually see how much money I'm gonna make by these 5 fields that I bought. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, these 5 fields that I bought. So, cause I predicted, I think it was like $400,000. It might be a little bit less, maybe even 5. I think I may have said 5. Excuse me. I'm drinking beer, so that's why I'm burping. I'm just gonna be honest. But like if I honestly to be honest with you, I think that I might. Yeah, let's see here. I think we might be able to get about $400,000 worth. No, $400,000 worth of. Okay, let's see what beets are selling for. Here, I actually gotta switch this guy here really quick. So I gotta leave here in about 10-15 minutes. What I'll do is just come back later on tonight and just connect the videos, edit it together, and all that good stuff. So I usually wait till about it's about. I know I usually get like once I want to start doing stuff, I usually wait till I get about 100, because the current tipper that I have on right now, I can only. Let's put this over here for now. It's only 200. The capacity is only 200,000. So you let those go to about 100,000 plus, and you fill them up both. The beauty about, like, if you want to let them fill up a little bit more, let's say 150 plus. The beauty about when you come back, like by the time you deliver the load and all that stuff, you almost have another full load right when you come back. I don't know what I wanted to say earlier. So pretty close to here. So what I'll often do is, like, you'll notice in the big, like, once I do the like once I get about 6 or, like I said, 10 harvesters on the go, what you usually do, you kind of figure out a way, like right over here. So for example, I'll wait till this guy is almost, actually I can maybe do it on the other one, because the other one's almost at the other end. What I'll do is I'll see if I get there before he gets at the other end of the field. If not, I'll just come back to this guy. So what I'll do is I'll come, I think I might be able to make it. Like, you just line it up like right over here, cause it gets pretty hectic there towards the end. So you go like right here, and eventually it'll just fill up. You just leave. So you have a couple tippers on the go. You just leave and then go to another tipper. So let's say right now I'm already at a different tipper. I can move over and start filling this guy up, and then by the time the other one's filled up, you just move back. Oh, it never filled up. The other tipper is a lot longer, so by the time it actually pulls out its spout, it actually fills up. I thought it was actually gonna show. It was actually gonna show the part where it actually unloads, but it never did. So I'll just do it as I go here. And then the beauty about that is, make sure if you guys do change the capacity on the harvesters, make sure the overload speed, make sure you change that too, because it's going to take, like, let's say you have 400,000 in the bin, or 400,000 capacity in the bin of the harvester. It's going to take forever to unload. Like right now, look how fast it unloads. If you look at if you look at the unloading speed on the actual harvesters, what they can actually do if they come stock, they're not as fast. I actually changed the overload speed, which is how fast they can actually overload. So you want to make sure to change that before, like, when you change the capacity to, otherwise you're going to stay in forever here to unload. It would take like right now I changed it to, I think, triple the speed. So right now you would still be here, like you would be here still a long time before it actually it'd be done. So look how slow the tractor is. That's why you almost need a bigger tractor, because it takes so, like, it's like the trailer's so heavy, so it has a hard time pulling that thing. So I may have to, like, my next paycheck, I guess the next paycheck, I'm gonna have to upgrade the tractor, because like you'll see, like, here, as soon as I here, I'm gonna change this guy. I'm gonna move him over here, so by the time he's done, I'll be able to by the time he gets to the other side or the middle, like, the harvester will be already gone. So you just go higher, and then I'll just wait till this guy's done. So I'm gonna run over here really quick. Hopefully I get there before he stops there. So yeah, that tractor is really struggling right now. Like, I am putting it to full tilt. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go, like, when it's totally full. That's why I need to, like, I have to, like, get a better tractor. So my next investment is definitely gonna be a tractor. Like, by the time I sell this guy, let's see how much money I get back if I actually sell this one. So I'll get $100 and some back plus the load, so I'll be able to buy something, like, a little more powerful. So we're almost at 200,000. Let's see where I can sell this, and then as soon as I sell it, I'm gonna leave. I have to leave and pick up my kiddos there. So I can go. Closest one is, like, right there. So I'm at 200,000 right now. So obviously, once I get the bigger tipper, see, like, when I'm turning here, like, you'll notice with the other tipper, it's so much better, because the wheels, for some reason, in the back, like in the tipper, lock up, and it just, like, the ability to turn, for some reason, it just doesn't know how to do it. So having the like the other one, it just works a lot better. So we'll see how much money I get out of this one. I'm gonna assume it's probably gonna be about 80,000, somewhere in the $60,000 to $80,000. So let's go empty this guy out. I'm gonna sell this truck. It's a tractor. Kind of running out of time here. I'm very curious to see how much money I get out of this one. See, it's so unstable too, cause it's just like this tractor cannot handle it. I can't even drive up here. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to drive up here. So I have to back up and just, you know, speed things up here a little bit. So now I'm stuck. So I'm gonna have to back up. So let's see if this will do it. I might not be able to do it, but never know. Darn it. Now I'm stuck. That's what I'm saying. I hate this trailer, but that's what you have to kind of do. You have to deal with it for the first, you know, little bit until you get a better tractor. So let's try this again. Come on, you can do it, Betsy. You can do it, Betsy. Come on, 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 come on. Ah! So I'm gonna have to go back, like quite a ways. So harvester, somebody's finished this task. So I gotta. So that's what I like about these notifications, actually showing you when you're done or not done. Let's try this again. But as soon as this load is sold, I'll sell one of these tractors. I'll sell this one and just get something bigger, because it's just not. You can still make it work. Like, look, I'll show you. You'll be able to make it work. It'll work. It's just you have to like prepare yourself a little bit more. Like right now, like I should be able to make it work here. If not, I'll just have to go back and just kind of line them up a little bit more. There you go. And that's the stuff you gotta deal with. So I made $76,000. It's actually not bad. So now when I go back, I can almost get that much money because all the time that I've waited here. So, but what I'll do is I'm gonna sell this tractor, make 100-some thousand. I'm gonna buy a bigger tractor, something that's a little bit more, like a little bit more powerful. Or what I can do is suck it up one more. Like what I'll do is I'll actually. I'm gonna see what I can get out of these ones actually first before I buy something, because I made it work. Like you have to not almost rush into things. Like if you can make it work, just do it. Like just stick with it for now, because by investing into fields and stuff like that, trust me, you'll be able to get more money. Like more if you can buy more harvesters and more fields. So I made 80,000. The way you can keep track on how much money you've actually made is by going over. I think if we go all the way in the bottom there, where is it? Harvesting. Harvesting income was $76,000 already. So just look at that number. So eventually that'll go up. So that's how I'll determine how much money I made with the field. So that's what I'm saying. I might not be able to make 400,000. I'm probably going to be somewhere in the 350s, I bet. But you never know. Let's see how full the harvests already are. There you go. But anyways, I gotta actually go pick up my kid here. I'll be back like literally in 2 seconds with you because of the editing. But I'll see you guys in like literally the next second. Okay, well, I'm just starting on the next clip here. I know I said I have to go, so I'm just back right now. I kind of started a little bit before I actually started recording. I want to make sure all my volume and the gameplay was good. It's always good to check. So we're back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish all the harvesting first. Yeah, we're gonna finish all the harvesting, and then I'm gonna end the video right after, and then hopefully the next one will be a stream. It'll be a fun one. I think with this money we'll be able to buy like a tractor and like probably another field. Because I'm planning on selling this guy over here because we're having a hard time putting it. So I'll pull all these out. There you go. Make sure I pull this out. And there you go. Okay, what we're gonna do is, where's the thing here? I'm gonna show you how I usually do it over here. Okay. So we're gonna line it up. Where is it? Usually line it up here. I want to see if it works. Like obviously when we checked earlier, it didn't work because it's a little bit shorter than the actual long one. So I'm gonna set it up like right around here. Let's see if that works. I think it should. So we're gonna leave this one. I think the cultivator is almost done. Okay. And then I need to check my thing here. Okay, this is almost done. Let's see how full this is. 75. This one's 48 because it's a smaller field, so you have to turn around a lot more often. So this guy's almost done, which means what I'll do is I'm gonna set this guy up on the other side and start seeding right away. Okay. If you guys hear some background noise, it's just because my kid has, he's just watching some stuff. Okay, so that should be done here soon. See, it didn't harvest, so you pretty much need. Oh, did it empty? No, it didn't. I guess you pretty much this doesn't work until you actually get the big tipper. So hopefully in the next like hour or two, which won't be on this video, like I mean like gameplay time, I'll be able to buy a better tipper because it is super important to actually get. I know I was saying up to now harvest and field, but it is really important to buy a proper tipper because you know you'll be able like once I actually get a proper tipper, the one that I was showing you, the red one, you'll notice a big difference in like the swivel time, like being able to properly turn and you know all that good stuff. It makes a big difference because doing everything on the go just makes it so much easier. See right now, see as I'm turning, it's because the back wheels lock up for some reason. It makes it hard for the tractor to actually pull the trailer. If you actually have the other one, the other one actually makes it so much better to turn. I don't know what it is, but it really makes a big difference. Okay, let's empty out this guy now. I'm gonna let it line up so by the way, if you're planning on filling up the capacity, don't fill it up too much. I actually had a million capacity on the harvesters, and eventually they get so full and heavy. I guess the way the mechanics work, they eventually just stop working because they get so heavy. So it actually does make a big difference if you fill it up too much. Even with the trailers, they can't. What did I want to say? Yeah, it makes a big difference if you just bring the link. So if you like bring the harvest to about 400, don't go over 400 because it'll just eventually it'll just stop responding. It doesn't work really well. And then the trailer, the tipper over here, the only reason I brought that to 200 is because it's a lot cheaper than the other one. Otherwise, I would have bought the other one. The other one, it works really best. It's just for trying to like save money. What the heck? Oh, for some reason I thought it was going to turn around in the middle of the field. Okay. Might as well start this guy. So higher. Okay. Okay, I should. What I'll do, how much I have left here? I can probably top this guy off. Or the other one, come back, top it off, and then we'll have a full load. Come on, this thing moves so slow. Perfect, this guy's turning around right now, so I should be able to, like, whatever he has and the other guy has, I should be able to fill it up. Hopefully I'll make it up the hill. Yeah. It's too full. That's why I need a new tractor, because it's just like I can't keep up with this. Look how that thing shakes. Like it's can't even keep up. I may have to do it on the way down, I guess. Yeah, I have to do it on the way down. Should be able to fill it up with the other one. Then we'll go empty it out. Now see where it is. See where it is the most expensive. Where I can sell this. So we can sell it right here. The bakery. It should pretty much fill it up all the way. I think. There you go. I'll head over to the bakery and empty it out over there. What I'll do is I might actually just sell this piece of crap because it is a little bit too slow. Upgrade a little bit and then should get another 100,000 plus out of this the next load, and then yeah, you know, something into the task. Let's see, I might as well get this thing started because it's kind of important to keep these things going. Okay, this one's almost done. By the time I empty it out, it should be done, and then I'll just jump back and just put them to the other field. Excuse me. My throat's really bothering me today. So I'm gonna move Check out this tractor here. The texture is pretty good, man. It's one thing, the quality. It's crazy kind of amount of the quality that they put into these tractors. It's crazy. Excuse me. So yeah, once we get a couple fields going at the same time, what we'll do is, like, instead of like constantly rotating them, so the harvester's always busy. Right now it's not even worth it because we don't have enough fields on the go. But once we buy the ones here to the right, like 23 and 22, we'll be able to, like these guys over here. Once we'll be able to do that, because when we harvest, like let's say this one, 23, 22, 23, and 24, we'll be able to rotate them constantly. But all we'll have to do is we'll have to probably get another sower in or seeder in, just to make sure that everything is. Oop, holy, oh crap! Are you serious? There you go. See, it's because the tires are locked up in the back. I'm pretty much stuck. Hopefully I can get out of this, so I'll just detach here. Maybe I have to drop that weight. Oh no, it's going, it's going. It's because I have a conversation with myself or with you guys, because I keep missing the turn here. But so I should be able to just turn to your left. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I can. Never mind. Somebody makes it up here. Oh, it actually did. So I'm gonna unload. I'm gonna unload this guy and switch over, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's done. So it made me $76,000, which is actually pretty good. There you go. This guy's almost done, so might as well switch him over to the other field. That's why it's important to, like, eventually upgrade to better tractors, because you'll be able to do this a lot faster. Like, I have a feeling that I'll probably be a little bit behind when it comes to the sowing of the field, which means what I'll do is, before I start streaming, I'll make sure to catch up and make sure everything's properly done. We'll see. Let's see how far we get here. I have a feeling that we might be able to finish this field and half the other field, and then we'll have 2 fields left, which is not really a big deal. I can find something to do in between that. There's always something to do. Okay, higher. So now we're gonna go run over there quickly and sell this sucker, because I want something a little bit better. Need someone a little bit stronger. Let's see what we have. I don't want to go too expensive, because I want to try to have money left over for another field. I'm hoping to buy another field. Press Q. Sell this sucker. So might as well. So now we have 350 bucks. Let's see what we can get for a really good price. Okay, we had this guy. So this one has 165. So we could pretty much double this. I don't want to go too expensive. Maybe I could go with something like that. That's like 300, and that's a lot of horsepower compared to. So maybe I just go for something like that. If I go for something like that, I'll be set for a while. Then I can just upgrade the engine. Let's see. If I go. If I buy something like that. You know what? I'm gonna go cheaper a little bit just because. Just because I need to get some fields going as quickly as possible. So this one I need to just get double the horsepower. So if I go for something like this, I'm looking about 250 range. So I'll just go for something like that. And let's go standard because we're gonna sell this thing, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll up the horsepower. So we got 300. Yeah, that's a lot. Like, we'll be good for a while. Yeah, we'll be good for a while if we do that. This thing's gonna pull like crazy. It's gonna make a big difference. Excuse me. Oh, this one. Can you attach that? Oh, there you go. That's what I figured. Okay. I think we'll have another load in a bit. I think from the next fields. I think it's not going to be as much as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like 400 plus. It'll be pretty. I think it'll be like 280, almost 300,000. The thing is, I think last time I actually did this was because for some reason sometimes the price gets stuck at like 400, and you're consistently able to sell the beets at like 400 plus, and you can easily make like 100 plus a load. So right now we would be sitting at like about 210, so we do 2 more loads, it would be like almost 400. So excuse me. Sorry. So it would have been close that time, but you know, we're still walking away like with those fields, man. That's really a good price, I have to admit. It's just a little bit slower, but we're gonna walk away with about $350,000, $300 to $350,000. So, but we'll see at the end. Like, let's see where we're at right now. We're at 150,000 right now, so we're gonna be walking away with about, I'm just gonna say it's probably gonna be like almost $300,000. They're pretty close. So this guy's almost done. That L strip won't matter, so I'm just gonna switch him over to the next field. And what I'll do is, like, if we're running a little bit behind, like once we need to speed things up here, I'll just get rid of this thing, like not sell it, but just hook on the bigger tractor and just get it done faster. Sometimes you just have to do it that way, just because, you know, just to speed up time until you get better tractors and stuff. Because we're maxed out on loans, we're maxed out on everything. So we can't really borrow, other than cheating, but I don't want to cheat. I want to do this legit. Higher. And then this guy should be And that's what I'm saying. Like once, like we'll be about halfway on field 15 by the time all these guys are done. I think. Because once this guy's done, I'm gonna switch him over to the other field just to get it done as fastly as possible. And then hopefully by next paycheck or next harvest, I'll be able to buy those 2 fields, and it's gonna make a big difference. Let's see how this thing does. It's already a lot faster. I'm not gonna make him stop, so once he gets to the end, I'll just keep going. We'll see how much we have, then I can pretty much estimate about what we're gonna have once I deal both of them now. Some thousand, so yeah, we'll be a little bit over 100,000 by the time this field's done. So we're looking at about probably $250,000 for those 4 fields, or 5 fields. Once this guy's busy, once this guy's done, I'm just gonna jump over to the next field and just help him out. I'm just gonna leave this little strip and jump over. It's not gonna make much of a difference. Because I want to try to finish. Like, I don't have a lot of time here. I probably have like 10 minutes. I hope that I can finish this in like 10 minutes or so. Because I want to try to edit this video and at least render it before I go to bed here. If not, I can maybe come down a little bit later on tonight and just finish it. I'm kind of motivated to just kind of get this one done. Because I really want to like start like streaming tomorrow or the day after that. I think this guy's almost done. Yeah, he is pretty much done. So I'm just gonna move over here. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slow this guy down because I want to make sure they don't hit each other. Okay, might as well put it on now. Which I think this one's faster a little bit. Let's see, he's 12. Yeah, he is faster because I think the color is only difference. Really, eventually is gonna catch up anyways. So I'm just gonna stick with this guy. Let's see what the inside looks like. How some of these tractors actually don't even have a key. Like this guy has a key, but then when you go into like problem, I think this guy might not actually have a key. We look. I think that the quad track and some of the bigger New Hollands like they don't actually show a key in them. This is like the first time I've actually seen a key in these ones. Sometimes the workers actually change. Like they change every time. Like let's say go over to the other one. I want to see what this worker looks like. Yeah, see, there's a different worker. It's kind of cool that they implemented that a little bit different. All have checkered shirts. So I'll do one more pass with this guy. Okay. So I'm gonna set this guy over here, and then might as well empty out this one. I'll let the other guy finish. So I think we will be a little bit over. So if I really want to save money, I can actually go return these harvesters because then I would save myself at least a good, I don't know, like 30 grand or so, but it's whatever. I know in the future I'll be able to make that money back. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually end this video right here. I'm gonna let you guys know in the live stream or next. I'm gonna basically predict, like, we got about what 140,000 already in here. Let's see, this guy has like, you know, 4, so we'll be pretty close to topping this up. So about 200 So we're looking at about 300 plus thousand for these 5 fields, which is actually pretty good. Like, you can't complain about that. It is a little bit slower than just regular harvesting, but once you get a bunch of them on the go, you can just the amount of cash you can make, it's crazy. And they're small harvesters, so you can get in everywhere. With the big ones, it's so much harder to get around. You'll see what I mean once I start big and bigger fields. So what I'll do is on the stream, a live stream, you can come back either tomorrow or later, a little bit later on throughout, like either tomorrow or other days, a couple days from now. Excuse me. Hopefully I can get this cough under the way. But what I'll do, I'm gonna end this here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna excuse me, like make sure everything's like cultivated and harvest for the stream, and then that way all I have to do is like as I'm starting up the stream and I'm firing up the stream, what I'll do is I'll just like as I'm waiting for it to grow, I can talk to you guys, I can do the introduction, make sure all my live stream is getting all set up and ready to go. So this won't take much time anyway, so I can pretty much tell you that we're making about 300,000 plus for these 5 acres. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure if you're new here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and we're gonna continue doing these videos every once in a while. And thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.